Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a Spiegel Mom Scraps Design Team layout. Now, I use my sequins pretty much on every layout, or at least very, very frequently, but on the 4th and the 17th, I come to you with a little bit more of a focus or a little bit of a different idea for using our sequins as part of a DT project. Now, of course, it is also the third Saturday of the month, so that is Mad About Mini Paper Pads. So for this layout, I'm digging into some smaller papers, and the sketch today for 30 Days of Sketches, day 17, by Cory Mace, and she is scrappin_shopaholic over on Instagram. So I'll make sure I link that down below. And that sketch is perfect for mini paper pads. And this is a whole big set of papers that I have from Stampin' Up! Called Sunshine and Rainbows, and I'm not quite sure when that was. I think it might have been 2 or 3 years ago now, and I'm not sure. I think I might have got these from one of their promotions, like the celebration, when you bought like $60 or something, you got some paper. I think that is how I got my hands on this, but I hadn't used it at all. So I thought, what perfect timing to dig out this fun, bright colors, summery colors for these layouts, because as I mentioned to you yesterday, I'm coming on today with another fun layout, and this is again of our lovely Elvis, and Helen is in the photo this time because she went back to the sanctuary the following day, I believe, like the day after she had gone for her volunteer work, and she got to feed Elvis, well, give him his dinner. Elvis is always ready to eat. Munch, 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 eat, eat, eat is one of his major preoccupations. So we have Helen here looking down at him eating, and then a couple of close-ups of our boy eating. So, and of course the sketch calls for 3 square photos, a larger one and 2 small ones. My small ones are rectangular, but that's okay. I think I can make it work as well. So I have the 3 photos. Now I have taken 5 papers from this paper pad, and I've also gone in and got a blue background cardstock paper. So I'm getting a little bit brave. This is a little bit dark for me. I had originally thought I was going to do my normal white, but then I thought, you know what? No, I'm going to bring in, and I sort of love this effect. So it's going to be very bright and different for me, but I think it's fun for a layout where my friend is on the page. So you can see from the sketch that we have some triangular features, a large feature on the side and a tiny one up top, and I am going to replicate that, but I think what I'm going to do, so my first idea, I had these 3 papers to do the triangular features over here, and now I'm wondering whether this blue would be just, you know, not enough contrast. So then I thought, well, maybe I'll do the yellow instead, which would be perfect, except that I really sort of wanted this lovely bright yellow to map my photos, because I think it makes the photos pop. Now, I could definitely use the green, but you see, I sort of like this yellow for matting my photos, my friends. I do like the yellow. So then I started thinking, and I brought this in as well. It's a paler, it's sort of like a pale seafoam mint, and I do like it, but I don't think it provides enough contrast. So I might do a double matte, something like this. We'll see, or I just might not use this one. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. So then with the blue here, that got me thinking to adding some white. And you can see on the layout that Cory seems to have put a lot of splattering on her background. And I thought, well, maybe I'll do a little bit of splattering, but maybe I will also do some stenciling with my new favorite Crafters Workshop stencil. And then if I put some white here, that would definitely provide some grounding here for this navy. So I think I might do that. And I might even separate my triangles here, because you look at the sketch and you can see there is some white and pattern. So I can't tell whether Cory went for like 2 triangles on a white and then let the white background shine through. But I thought I might leave some space. Well, I am going to leave space between the triangles because I want to get some sequins in there, and I really, really think that will be a fun effect. I have Moonshine, which I think was from, is this from April maybe? I think this might have been even maybe March or April, but it is definitely still in the shop, and that would bring just a lovely iridescence. These are sort of a mirror sequin, so I might use these. I also have Sweet Pea from the June collection, and I have Road Trippin' from the May collection. I thought, you know, the greens here might be nice, and in here we sort of have the buttery yellow, which is paler but still there, and I thought there was some green in here as well. I thought it was like a pale green. I'm not seeing it right now, but anyway, we'll see. So Sweet Pea is from June. Road Trippin' is from May. Both of these are still available at the pre-order price, meaning that if you get the entire May collection or June collection, you save 20%, so you don't use my code. But they are both also available now individually in the shop, as is Moonshine. And so if you didn't want the entire collection but wanted to go in and pick and choose, you can get all of these individually, and you can use my code to get 15% off these. So still a pretty good deal, my friends. So that's sort of the idea I have. Let me go get the stenciling down and the triangles down, my friends, and then we will see where we go from there and how these lovely sequins. You know, it's one of those things. I'm really hoping this is going to translate into what I have in my head. See you on the other side. Okay, my friends, so I got the stenciling down, and because this stencil is so fine, it really is quite subtle, but it gives a nice white contrast. And then I used my papers. I, in the end, opted not to use the navy. It really was just a little too same on same, I guess. So I went with, I did map my photos in this gorgeous golden yellow. And then, even though I had some in the rainbows, I did want that repeat a little bit. So I used some more of it for just the smaller triangles here at top and bottom. And then, of course, for the strips here, it's quite simple. I just cut up and across in different sizes. I think I began with cutting this rainbow paper down to 475 by 475. so that I would have that. And then I left this one, of course, at the sort of 6x6 to cut my strips, and then used the same paper to make the smaller elements here. So we have that down. So far it's a fairly simple layout, because quite frankly, other than the title and the splattering, if we look at the sketch, there is not an awful lot more, and it doesn't need an awful lot more. But let's get the photos down. So this is sort of what I am looking at here for the photos. Bring that down a little bit, and then this one on top. Let's just bring this down a bit. So there we go. Move that over a little bit so that I'm not hiding too much of the photo. There we go. Let's just get that down while we're together. There we go. Over a little bit. There we go. The stenciling is helping me with placement as well, because I sort of measured a little bit. I put my photos down, as I did with you, and then I sort of placed the stencil, and so that now where the stencil is ending sort of helps me with the photo placement. There we go. So my smaller photos are overlapping, although they aren't in the sketch. I did sort of want overlapping. I like photos overlapped, you know that, and I like my photos to be a little bit askew as well. So there we go. So we have the photos down. Now, the next bit that I want to do is get some of these sequins in here. Now, I think the road tripping in the end, I'm going to put that one aside. That is from the May release. It's still in top. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous mix, but it's not quite what I want here, because I was going for the darker green and the paler green, and the paler green is really just not really showing up. So I'm going to keep the sweet pea. I'm going to put that in here. And the same with the moonshine. It sort of disappears, I find, and it's not showing up quite as much as I would like it. Although, now you see there, it does look okay. You see, because there are several layers here. Yeah, see, so if I just do the one, well, it's not bad actually. Okay, so I think I might mix some in. And then here in the lovely sweet pea, I'm going to go for these sort of very pale yellow, almost cream, but it is more of a yellow, which I like. And then I went into my stash and I got lost in pages, which I really, really do love it. I think the green and the golden yellow here will be the perfect fit. Yes, you see, yeah, the green here will look lovely, as will the golden yellow. So there we go. So my idea here is I am going to put some sequins all the way down here and here, and I think that is going to give a really, really lovely effect. So the way I do that, I'll just do a little bit with you, and then I will go off camera, of course, and finish this up. But just to make it very simple, and I know some of you have asked a couple of times for me to do a little bit of this on camera, but basically, you see, all I need here is one, there we go. See, one little area. Now, normally what I would do is I would leave this to set for a few seconds, and then it gets tacky, and it makes it even easier to place the sequins. But just so that you can see, I'll just do a few here. go. Let's put one of these lovely iridescent ones. There we go. And lovely green. There we go. And there we go. So let's move these so that they're more in line. There, whoop, whoopee. There we go. Okay. Now, do I want it? Yeah, I don't really have any navy. Now, let me see, with this sort of blue, would that look nice? No, you see, it just disappears. So, all right, we're not going to worry about that. Okay, so let's get another green one here. Oh, let's put a golden yellow, an iridescent, a lovely green, a golden yellow. Oh, I'm liking this. I really, really am liking this. And then we have sort of, in this one, we seem to have a bit of an iridescent one as well that has just a tinge of pink. Let's pick up, let me see here, we'll put another green. And I'm using the large ones because they fit in the sort of opening quite well. Let's take one of the butter yellow. And there we go. So you see, there we go. We have the first one. So I'm going to do the same thing here, 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 and then up at the top. So let me go do that, my friends, and I'll be back. Okay, my friends, so there we go. And it's a little bit different for me, but I kind of love it. I kind of love it. I think it's a little bit of a mixture of my style and my lovely friend Helen's style, since she's in the photos and I'm documenting our boy Elvis. I thought that would be fun. So there we go. So I got all of the sequins down, of course, and then I went for my title, and I went into my stash and I got these rockabye. I've had these forever, but I had sort of forgotten about them, and it wasn't until I organized my alphas about a month or so ago that I found them hidden in my stash. So there you go. So my title is Gourmet or Gourmand. So a gourmet or gourmand. Now, gourmand in French means sort of greedy, but only as it relates to food. And I couldn't think of a proper word in English, so I actually looked it up, and it would appear that gourmand is also, can be used in English as is. So gourmet or gourmand. So whichever, we won't decide. But for sure, our Elvis loves his munchies, loves his food. And if he's not munching in the field, he's definitely looking forward to his meals. So I love that. So I got the Lost in the Pages from my stash, and I'm sorry, I forgot to look if that was still available. It was not all that long ago. Sweet Pea from June, which is definitely still available, as I mentioned, either on its own, use my code, or as part of the pre-order for even a little bit bigger discount. Moonshine from I think it was April. I think it was April, March or April, but it is still in the shop. These lovely 6x6. So I've started this 6x6 sort of paper stack. So I'm going to try and keep playing along with that. I think I might add, make a couple of page kits with this for Build-A-Page. What do you guys think? I think that might be fun. So, And then, of course, let's not forget the lovely sketch by Cory, who is scrappin_shopaholic over on Instagram for day 17 of 30 days of sketches. So this one had a lot of rolls, but I think it did all of those rolls proud. So there you go, my friends. Thanks so much for being here with me. Make sure you pop on down below and check out the playlist, of course, for 30 days of sketches. Use my affiliate over to the Spiegel Mom Scraps shop. And everyone who is playing along with Mad About Mini Paper Pads will be down there below as well. So have fun, my friends. I will see you back here soon. And have a wonderful scrappy day. Bye for now.